Yesterday you testified that Abby was a fantastic student, that she had just received or she had previously received her ACT score of 33, and that she had just been admitted to Ohio State. Did you ever provide any of that information to her mother?
I think she knew about the ACT score. I'm not sure about she was aware of Ohio State. It was new information before I went to the court.
Okay, so how did she know about the ACT score?
I'm not sure.
Well, how do you think she knew about it?
I would imagine she discussed a lot of things with her mother.
Okay. So you didn't provide that
I did not.
information to her? Yesterday you indicated that there was a big brouhaha about Paris and about passports, correct?
Yes.
Now, when was that trip to Paris scheduled?
I believe in June this year.
June 2018.
Correct.
And who was Abby to go to Paris with?
Her boyfriend Hunter and the boyfriend's mother and husband or fiance.
Okay. And what is the boyfriend's mother's name?
I don't know.
You've spoken to her, correct?
I've spoken to both of them, yes.
But you don't remember their names.
I don't speak to them regularly.
Okay. So, did you consult with Lauren about whether it was appropriate for Abby to go to Paris with her boyfriend?
My words to Abby were to clear the
Sir, did you consult with Lauren? Yes or no?
Not directly.
Did you send her anything on Our Family Wizard describing the trip and what the accommodations were, and specifically where Abby and Hunter would sleep in Paris?
No, that was discussed with her and Hunter's mom. Lauren and Hunter's mother.
Okay. You are aware that Lauren had a conversation with Hunter's mother, the woman you don't remember?
Hunter's mother told me.
Pardon?
Hunter's mother told me.
Okay. And you were aware that Lauren objected to Abby and Hunter. He's how old, by the way?
Abby, 17.
And how old is Hunter?
17.
They were intending to stay in a hotel in one room together, correct? The two of those kids.
For what? If you can lay the foundation, that's fine, but, you know, I don't know how much it's hearsay or not. That's fine.
You were aware those were the sleeping arrangements in Paris.
They had 2 rooms adjoining with an open door and separate beds with the parents in the other room. That was the arrangement.
So the 17-year-old boy was going to be sleeping in allegedly a separate bed with your 17-year-old daughter. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you felt that was okay?
I felt that was okay.
Had you ever met the mother and her fiance?
Yes.
Now you know that Lauren reached out to this mother and said, "That's not okay with me."
Initially she said it was okay, and then she changed her mind.
Okay, and you don't know that from personal knowledge, is that correct?
Hunter's mom told me that.
Okay, so from personal knowledge, you don't know anything.
I don't think she sent me a message, but she may have. I don't know. Lauren. Yes, sorry.
Didn't Lauren tell you that that was completely an inappropriate arrangement for these 2 kids to be sleeping in the same room together?
She did, yes.
And why did you think that was appropriate?
Objection.
I feel that under the pretenses, I conferred with Abby and said, if this is okay with your mother, it will be upon her to decide if she can go or not.
So you set her up.
I didn't set her up. I asked
So you
Abby
said
to
she-
talk to mother about permission.
Okay. Why did you think it was okay for a 17-year-old boy and your daughter to be sleeping in a bedroom together?
Objection.
Because there was an open door. There was an open door to the connecting room with the parents would be.
Okay. Okay, the same subject has come up about a trip to Florida in December, correct?
Correct.
The same kids are involved, right?
That's right.
Hunter and your daughter, and you want to go to Florida with them and and Hunter's mother, correct?
Say again?
You want to go to Florida for a vacation with Hunter, her mother, yourself,
Objection.
and Abby, correct?
No,
No. Do I have the parties wrong?
I have nothing to do with this equation. I'm not sure where you're getting my name to go to Florida with them.
Okay. Did you agree to pay for the trip?
Again, I agreed for Abby to go with this family as long as it was permissible by her mother.
Okay, so did you agree to pay for the trip?
In part, yes,
And the other part was being paid by Hunter's mother, correct?
that's correct.
Okay, so there is a situation with respect to lodging in Florida, again, isn't there?
Of sorts.
Okay. Is there a situation with lodging? There's a proposal that they have 2 separate rooms and that the kids sleep in one room and the adults sleep in the other.
If you're asking me about Lauren's proposal for the sleeping arrangements, I don't agree that it's safer or better than the proposed agreement that Hunter's mom had proposed.
Okay, so what's that proposed agreement that Hunter's mother had proposed?
Again, it was a similar situation where they would have adjoining rooms with the doors remain open and separate beds.
Lauren said no.
Objection. Is this in Florida or Licorice? Florida.
Lauren said absolutely not, correct?
Lauren said yes, but she wanted to have a room that was separate for Abby, and I felt that was less supervision than I was comfortable with, in fact, versus having the parents in the adjacent room with the door open to monitor any misbehavior.
Oh, or monitor the misbehavior by keeping a door open.
Yeah,
And you think these are good parenting decisions on your part?
I wouldn't characterize them as good or bad. Those are the decisions I made and I feel comfortable with.
Is there any parenting decision that Lauren has made in regard to either the Paris trip or the Disney trip that you think is inappropriate?
Yeah, I think she's lied to her children, and I think that hurts Abby, and I think that's inappropriate.
Didn't you send her an email saying that it's okay to put Abby in a separate room, but you have to pay for it to Lauren? And if you don't pay for it, she doesn't go, and that's on you. Did you say that, yes or no?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
If I did, I'd like to see it.
Okay. I'll show you.
Thank you.
This is the defendant. Oh, Your Honor.
What letter? I'm
Oh, zero.
trying to find it on my exhibit list.
It just happened.
Oh, let's not cross. She's actually right. We'll just document across that, it's not divided, so. How much longer do you have across?
I don't know. You concerned about the lunch break?
I would break now, or break in half an hour, or?
I prefer to break now so I can go get my documents that I need to establish that I've actually done what I said I did.
Okay, so let's take a break for lunch, it's 12:04. We're gonna resume,
Hmm?
everybody's listening, we're gonna resume at 12:45.
You can break now.
Yeah, break it. Okay.
I just leave it here.
Can I see that?
You are breaking the
Yeah.
signs that
4:30.
after we got.
No, we're finishing at 4:30, so I'm asking how much longer you have across. Switch over
Do you-
to the direct.
I don't know if this is all of.
Well, I continue to object to that ruling because I think that is inappropriate on every level, unfair to my client. If I'm finished, I'm not finished in a violation of the right to due process.
Fine.
Okay.
You're in the due process on too. The constitutional right.
No, there is a constitutional right to due process. But I'm just saying, in order for me to present my case, I need an adequate amount of time.
I understand that we're spending a lot of time talking about hotel rooms.
Okay, we really haven't spent much time about that. We're
We
spending
have.
a lot of time listening to the objections of Mr. Staff.
I'm overruling you. You step down. Come on, break till 12:45, so everybody.
Wait, is that on the, when did we go off the record?
12:45.
Yes, that's all right.
Sounds to be done.
Is that okay with you?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave it open right
You're right, that's fine.
Would we
Was there a ruling on the motion on the arrearage?
I have to look at that still.
That's what he said.
$15,000.
So here, what's the,
Yeah.
Brent,
Are you sure?
I'm gonna ask Joe to summarize that motion about the, where they're trying to seize the
Tax refund, it's a $13,000 tax
You have the
refund.
motion, right? It was filed a month ago, or 3 weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago? I would assume you have.
There is an arrearage.
No, there's
So
not.
I don't understand the motion, that's all.
Here's the motion, the sum and substance. CISA says there's an $8,000 arrearage.
Okay. And the TA.
TA, he didn't get credit for a $15,000
I
direct payment.
understand that the judge ordered him at the time of the, motion to vacate, 15 grand, that he did.
In the order says that the record shall reflect at CISA that $15,000 payment.
So why does he think there's no?
Because he never got the $15,000 information.
Okay, let me tell you why.
Hang on. It sounds like you want that 15 to be applied to some other $8,000 figure that they have.
We have an $8,000 figure now
What's that based on? What is it?
on what was paid versus the court order.
Meaning the monthly?
The monthlies. They don't have the direct payment of $15,000.
So is there, so forget the 15,000, the $8,000 arrearage, is that due to, the time frame?
Yes.
Is it the built-in type of arrearage?
Yes.
But it's more than $8,000.
The arrearage.
It's almost $40,000.
It's not.
40?
Okay, let me,
So let me ask you a question, this is how I operate. The motion was filed, I think, on November 7th, have you filed a response?
No.
have I yet? We saw November 7th.
Yeah, today's the 20th. You're out
I
of
will
rule.
file a response.
He's out of rule.
Here, I'm just.
Oh, come on.
You're out of rule.
Okay, Rebecca Jensen here, you guys wanna fight the
I would
law?
suggest he's out of rule.
That's fine, then, I can figure out the rules. I'll ask a simple question, is there a response, that's all? Because I'm happy to review the response and then rule on the motion, but I don't have in the record and on the docket any formal response, that's all. I operate through court documents, that's what makes sense to me.
So I'll give you a response on Monday with your relevant documents.
Well, how much time do the rules allow?
7 days.
No, 14 days.
No, it's not 14 days to respond to
Okay,
a
well, I'm
motion.
not arguing about
Wait a second. The local rules don't say 14 days, it's 7 days.
John, what do you think? How much time do you think the local rules allow to respond to motions?
I say about 10 and a half, Your Honor.
What do you think, do you know the local rule?
I want to say it's 7, but
It's
I don't know.
7
offhand.
days.
I'm pretty sure it's
It
7.
was served by email, so he doesn't get the 3-day kicker on top of it.
Is that a rule? Is that a rule?
Yeah, but why can't there just be established rules that he has to follow?
There are. What evidence has he used so far in this case that you think should come in? None.
Vacants and deed.
That's
I have
that.
to deal with this other issue.
Which,
All of your exhibits are coming in.
All right, well-
Here they said they're all coming in, there's not even any objection. So far, it's not a single exhibit. And the last two that we tried weren't even usable to refresh his memory.
12:45, Your Honor.
Yeah.
No, I need you to just leave me alone. Let me just do my thing.
Understand, I have your index. Coming in with a new index.
I'm not coming in with a new index. Get off my back. I'm gonna give you what I got.
Don't lose control of yourself.
I'm not losing control. I'm just tired of bullshit.
Vulgarity again?
You're there now.
Unbecoming.
all it takes is me to look at you.
Lauren, it's not appropriate. Without your attorney in the room. I
Well,
wouldn't-
I'm allowed to have a voice without my attorney. I certainly am.
Just note this, John, please.
Yes, just note this. There's no. Are you the girl's attorney?
What's that?
Are you the girl's attorney?
I'm guardian ad litem and counsel, yes.
You're guardian ad litem and their attorney?
Yes. Until there's a conflict.
Until there's a conflict.
Brent can explain it to you. I don't think it's appropriate.
It isn't
If there's a
appropriate.
conflict between what I'm suggesting.
There's no, I wouldn't talk to her for any reason.
It isn't appropriate. Wow.
This is all an act.
If you get Brent in, I'm happy
You
to
know,
talk to you.
John, this is an act.
Oh.
She's pretending, trying to set you up.
No. Can I see your contract with our case?
She's trying to.
You were-
set
you were
up for
hired?
folly and mischief.
Oh, go fix your hair.
This is not someone that you need to discuss anything with.
Right, because she freaks out when you look at her.
Matter of fact, I don't feel safe with you in the room.
I know, I am very
I'm gonna
scary.
videotape you from this point on.
Just like you follow me
Please
around.
leave. Please don't direct any
I don't
comments
have to
towards me.
leave. Why don't you leave if I'm making you uncomfortable?
Threatening,
I know.
Either trying to intimidate the guardian and myself.
Because I asked him his
Please,
role.
Either please get your lawyer or please refrain from.
I asked him if
speaking
he
to
was
us.
a guardian or if he was an
Please.
attorney. And I
Please
just
stop.
learned he's an attorney for the
Lauren, this
girls.
is inappropriate.
No, he's
Please
videotaping me.
stop.
He's trying to
I don't
document
feel
this.
safe within
But
your
if you're
presence.
asking me if it's inappropriate,
Here, I'm
what
gonna
your
get-
role
I'm
is
gonna
with
get to
my
that.
children,
Get into that meeting.
then explain to me how that's inappropriate.
I'm happy to talk to you about it when Brent is here. Okay? And as much detail as you want.
She needs to vacate or get her lawyer in here.
Can you show her the video
Here,
of
just-
how inappropriate I acted?
He's here, she's trying to intimidate him.
You shouldn't say anything, okay?
They're saying.
No, we're
That's
not.
okay.
Wait a
Okay.
second, wait a second.
Talk to me. What's
Wait a
the
second,
problem?
we're not gonna listen
Okay.
to this. We have two officers in the court, she's browbeating both of us. It's not fair, and we're not gonna stand for it.
All right, let me just get my phone. Hang on. Oh, I got it. It's in there. Is my stuff safe?
Yeah.
What happens if we're not done today? Are you gonna redirect?
It was, what was it regarding? It was these.
CD here.
Yes, and.
Did you take it?
No, I might have put it in my pile here. Let's see. Yeah, there was a CD right here.
Hmm?
I don't see it. Did you see that CD?
Okay, let's go. Come on.
I'm looking for the CD. Okay.
smart, you took off. Well, hopefully today is it. Operative word being hopefully.
You guys going out of town for Thanksgiving or just staying in town?
No, we have my wife's closest 40 friends and family.
It's a small gathering.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. And then we do a Hanukkah party like the week after or whatever it is, 2 weeks after, so me as well. So what we do is it's the whole family and all the kids get like little gifts from everybody. So there's 30 seconds where all you see is like gift wrap in the air. That makes it worth it, but it's the same for Thanksgiving. Did you see the couple outside? I know there's not a couple outside. So isn't it inevitable that you see a guy that looks like that and they're
What were you doing over here?
pairing?
Huh?
So what were you doing over here, Wilbur?
Me?
Yeah.
I was browbeating one of the parties, Your Honor.
Trouble again.
I have a reputation, don't I?
Yeah, I've been acting up this whole trial.
Go ahead.
You a Mountain Dew man?
Diet.
So I never got into coffee, but if I don't have Mountain Dew,
Right.
I can't.
put that in my diet. I know it's terrible for me, but I drink it anyway.
Listen, I did an analysis, and I'm willing to cut a year off my life to have my daily Mountain Dew. Maybe a year and a half. And the doctor's not commenting because he knows it's much worse than that.
Well, it's quality of life, it's not longevity.
Right.
Sorry.
It's hard as my annual, so the only thing that I've changed is I'm pretty athletic, I do a lot. But my doctor's like, you really need to do something more intensive.
Oh, you want to get the sweat, the perspiration going?
I did 4 minutes, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 8 cycles. And I've changed my lipid profile by unbelievable.
Really? So what exactly do you do?
That's not much. So I do 4 minutes a day,
Okay.
20-second intervals.
Right.
And a 10-second break.
But of doing what though?
So I do burpees,
Okay.
and mountain climbers specifically. I do burpees and mountain climbers. I do like a squat, just air squat, and then a couple like downward kind of exercises.
4 minutes.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'll do burpees again. But it like cut my triglycerides in half. And that's why I change. I don't think
Really?
it's sometimes anything.
Does stress help that?
Stress makes it worse.
Right.
Yeah,
I know.
Not in a good way, but it was interesting. 'Cause I'm like, oh, I did that as like an experiment. So I checked my labs at 3 months into it, and I checked it at a year. Even after 3 months, it was
You
not-
saw something.
But it went even like beyond in 4 minutes. Because I was playing hockey 4 days a week and biking once or twice a week when we started. So when I went in pretty good shape, it was like, yeah, I mean, you really need to change the configuration of your exercise routine. So doing like an hour of swimming, biking, running is not nearly as helpful.
Right. You want to get that intent. So there are days I'm working on a report that I'm just sitting at my desk for like hours on end, and I get up to get a drink, and my watch is like, "Good job." I think it's so impressed, relatively speaking, that I actually move, that I have a heartbeat. Yeah, it's not good.
You know, what got me is like, if you have an hour to go to the gym and do something like, no, it's like, if you have 4 minutes, I'm like, yeah. I mean,
Did he make you buy his book?
no, it's a free app.
Okay.
It's
What's the app called?
Tabata.
What's that?
Tabata. Tabata. So, like, I guilted into it, like, I could try it. So it looks like a black hole. It's just a stopwatch, so it'll time you 20 seconds and 10.
It's funny because I'm good at downloading these apps. I can download the Nike app, but apparently downloading it is not enough. You actually have to use it.
You have to use it.
And nobody said that to me.
It wasn't fine.
It looks like that was the right one.
Yeah, it's free out. Right? Yeah. So, I still bought it, and I'm like, it's
But
the worst
did
one
this-
that's my day.
Did this specifically instruct you to do it, or this
No.
is just a regular stopwatch?
Just so, like, you can pick any exercise you want.
Uh-huh.
You can jog in place, you can do push-ups, sit-ups, whatever you want. You give it 20 seconds, like, hard.
Right.
Otherwise, you're not doing it.
My issue is that, so I have Crohn's disease, but I've been in remission for like 10 years now. But I still have inflammation like in my neck and in my back, secondary to Crohn's.
Right.
So I need to do it in a very gentle way, working my, I guess gradual way, maybe not gentle.
Yeah. Like, you can do any exercise you want. And then if you just Google it, like, a lot of exercises are HIIT, H-I-I-T,
Okay.
or YouTube it. They have like videos and all. That's all I've done. The ones I did.
Interesting.
Like burpees, I think are just one of the worst
Yes.
designs I've ever for exercise, but it kicks my ass.
My nephew moved in with us. They live in Israel. He moved in for 6 months, and he did like a personal training class.
Yeah.
And I was his guinea pig. And I hated that stuff, but I came out, I lost like 20 pounds, and I came out so much healthier. Now granted, that was a few years ago. So I'm falling back down to my
Yeah.
baseline.
So I do like 4 days a week. If I hockey twice a week, and I take a day off. It's good body.
So if every day for me is a cheat day, is that problematic from a medical standpoint?
It might not be as helpful. I mean, it might be a little bit better to at least once twice a week.
If I put it on my calendar, does that count for anything?
I don't know. Did your phone say it counted?
Yeah. My phone or my wife, whatever tells me.
Yeah.
That's the dumbest testimony I've ever heard.
Interesting.
Some of it is.
Oh, but don't tell me you haven't had cases that you just want to stick a pin in your eye just to stay awake.
No, this one's actually not boring. I want her to get back up.
It's funny, we used to joke around with my father-in-law. He likes to just fall asleep like anywhere he is. But you say the word boobs, and he like. So I think that he'd be great sitting here today, nodding off and then just eyes wide open a second later.
I don't have any diagrams.
I know you looked up the book, right?
No, but I should look it up.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's research.
I can do it on a work computer here.
I have a case, I actually just had a pre-trial yesterday, where mom is an adult film star.
Oh, yeah?
Which is interesting, because I don't think she's a star, but is there any other way to say it? Like, you don't say adult film actress, do you?
Yeah, it's down here.
Okay, so she's not a star.
What's her name?
Madeline Rose.
I know I've heard of her. How do I know?
Are you serious? Yeah, it's
How do I
possible.
know about it? Is Joe on it?
Joa?
Is Joe on it?
Oh, no.
I know this name Madeline Rose about. Like I know about this.
We
woman.
know how you know, okay?
What's
We know how you know.
No, like I've heard about. Like maybe she was here. In
So
Milton.
she's local, so she probably did events at least
Maybe she was
previously.
here in court past when somebody was talking about her. Does she have a divorce?
It's custody.
Okay, maybe it's
She's
in
not
Cleveland.
married.
Maybe it's in Cleveland.com or something.
It's very possible.
It's
So-
kind of salacious. You wouldn't think of a porn actress living in Cleveland.
Right. No, but she travels, or traveled. So when this is the second iteration of Dad filed emergency custody. The first time around, I got a book in Discovery. It was a binder, not quite as big as this, with full color printouts and everything. And it was a guy's dream. My wife looks over my shoulder. "What are you doing?" I'm like, "It's work, honey. I'm getting paid for it." Then a year after the case was done, I threw it out because I could not want anybody finding that. And then of course it came back. But for trial, they presented like a small binder, and they gave a copy to me and a copy to Magistrate Hilo. And the look on her face was priceless.
It's funny. You know, she's pretty conservative.
Yeah.
That's funny. You know, it's, I don't even say smart, but the wise thing would be for him to not do any more. So I'll give him a little bit of time to redirect. It's kind of, we shouldn't do anything.
Yeah, right. Sit back. It's hard. I mean, you know, it's hard to do that.
If the court's telling you, you don't need to.
Yeah. Right.
You don't need to.
And this is not going to go on appeal.
What's that?
This is not going to go up for appeal.
This case?
Yeah.
I would go.
You think so?
She's gonna lose.
And you don't think that he's going to take his exit as soon as possible?
Depends. I mean, there's money.
Somewhere.
I'm not really sure what's going on. I mean, there's retirements and
So I filed a motion last January about being paid her share out of the final settlement. Is that something that's done?
yeah,
Okay.
I'll do that. I wish we could pay.
Okay. Because I wasn't sure what to do, and then I'm like, you know what? There's, unlike some cases, there's a lot of money that's gonna be divvied up here at some point.
There's money here. But I don't know. I mean, she's gonna want support, but she claims she's not working and everything else, or she is working, she's not working. Like, I'm not inclined to put her at minimum. So I don't know how that's gonna work. I mean, she's gotta pay some spousal.
Yeah.
But she's gonna lose all the parent commissions.
Yeah. I enjoyed her addressing the court yesterday.
Soliloquy on her rights and.
I love the way you handle these things. It's so like water for duck's back.
It's been better. He started to get a little rough today, but he was better yesterday and most of today.
Well, he lets her get in his head.
That's what I think is funny. I mean, he can't help himself with Brett, but he's not taking the digs at Brett that he used to. Because that was what I told him one day. Then I figured, I mean, that's one thing that will resonate with him is he's got to explain to his client if he fucks up. He's going to continue the case.
Yeah.
So we can wrap this thing up today.
Do you think it's actually going to happen?
Fact testimony. He talked about having the appraisers here. Is he going to have them?
Brent said that he might ask me to testify today. Remember he waived it previously, which I was all surprised about.
Oh, if we have to, I can give them, I can finish today, I can give them a date to submit arguments, 45 days if they want it, and then I can still schedule another day of half-day testimony for attorneys on fees and if you need to testify.
So I do this thing, by the rules you're supposed to provide an invoice like every 30 days. I don't know anybody that does that. I can't make that happen. But I'm very, very detailed in my invoices, and I say, tell me now if there's a problem. I'm not going to remember 2 years down the road.
Right.
So I'm kind of taking no response as a negative response.
Yeah. I think that's fair. That was 30 minutes. I thought he made some good points. I mean, it's obvious the guy is, a lot of the business money is business/personal. That's no different than anybody else.
Right.
Everybody follows all that stuff through there. Every lawyer that does it, So maybe there's some hidden income, but it's not substantial. Do you think he's screwing his office manager? I don't know, but I don't really care.
I mean, that's been the allegation from the beginning, but I have nothing telling me
The
that.
problem is this lady, she overplays her hand. Like she made Brent say yesterday on record that she thinks he's having sex with a woman in front of the kids. So it's like, of course he's probably not. And, that would be a very freaky thing to do, illegal. So
These kids are very forthcoming, at least with me. There are things that I would think that they told me, like listening in on recordings that one made of the other, that they would not want to say something. They'd be afraid of any repercussions. They were just completely forthright. So
It's pretty clear that she's fucking crazy. I'm sure they know it, So I felt bad hearing about this poor Marissa getting punished. I'm like, well, punishing her taking her phone, when she's like, we're a student. If you intend to, which I don't,
trips to Honduras with beautiful faces. There was some karaoke lyrics for Journey.
We just reminded us of random stuff, so like, what was, this was like a bombshell.
Did you say you were out of town this past weekend too?
Is what?
Were you out of town this past weekend, Kentucky?
I was in Maryland.
Oh, okay.
Did you go to a football game?
No, but actually that was 2 weekends ago. My daughter went, and
Crazy.
one of
Go to Maryland, or she at Maryland?
yeah, she's in Maryland, and apparently there's a whole thing. They're trying to fill the stadium, which I'm surprised about. But they give away like money, so they call the friend's name and give him $10,000. Guy gets the builds, and dad's a dentist, so they don't need the money. And
You
All
won
dentists are
$10,000
wrong.
at the game?
yeah,
Wow.
the funny thing is that he's Sabbath observant, so it's the kind of thing where they come on down, say something. He's like, I just sat here, I can't really do anything.
Somebody needs to grab the giant check and
Right.
thank them online.
That I can take. Yeah.
Right, and someone get the shfooty over here and carry you down to field level.
Well, the check is really big. I mean, you probably need.
It's one of those Ed McMahon checks.
Your boy?
Yes.
Oh, you're saying 10, or you're 10? I would go, I'll say 10. That way I give you a little bit when you start to it. That's a good record. Those will be on record as soon as you're set up.
Okay.
Let's do more research.
National 3 in the independent, I'm up here 12, USA Hockey. Think about it.
These are the two kids
The
on the
main stud player just got around to play direct, no juniors. He made the U.S. development team at 16.
with
Stud.
Mike Randall and Lon.
Stud. The Calgary Flames were probably going to draft him.
Where's Brett?
I think he went to get the, what's the name of the marking?
Faith.
Yeah.
Yes, I spent the entire lunch hour finding the documents that Mr. Steffens.
Sure.
Spent the entire lunch hour finding the documents that Mr. Steffens said I never produced.
I thought we were looking for an index.
What?
I thought we were looking for an index. I don't care. I thought.
I asked why is it-
Index.
I thought, it doesn't matter what we have.
I didn't read every single document out of the 15,000 documents out there.
I'm not familiar with the process. I don't know what happens when you send it to a copy center. So I don't know if when they base stamp it, they index the whole thing. I don't
No,
know.
actually, what happens is they are bookmarked by file type.
Okay.
So, for example, financial statements are in the file, those are bookmarked. But that wasn't what I was looking at, I had my assistant doing that. When I went to find are the documents that, with the two checks that I had asked them about this morning, that they said we didn't have. And I quote, never produced them. So let me show you two. Date stamp number 925.
Let me write them down and I can verify.
You're so certain, you're so certain I'm a speaker.
Stop. Stop, say that. We're on the record.
If I can just have the date stamps.
That's fine.
Remember, there were 15,000
Here, just,
pages
I don't get it.
documents on it.
You just need the base stamp numbers, so council can have the base stamp numbers.
Your Honor, these are the documents submitted on September 5th of 2018. Let me finish, please. These are the documents that were delivered to the court, all base stamped, all copied. And I told you I'd submitted them electronically as well. So I used my electronic copy, and I located base stamp number 924, 925, which are respectively.
These were delivered, Your Honor, I have a question. Delivered electronically to whom? These weren't delivered electronically to me. These were delivered pursuant to come pick up from the court.
I don't know.
I mean, there's no electronic delivery that was made.
What's that have to do with anything?
Well, he just said that he made an electronic delivery. It's not true.
Oh, wow.
Pages, again, Your Honor, just.
924 and 925. Along with correspondence, exhibits L and M. I believe.
That's what
Can I remember?
it is.
Council, should we go ahead while you're looking through it?
Yeah, oh, please, don't waste 5 seconds on this.
Mr. English, whenever you're ready. It's 12:50. I don't mind if we take one short break this afternoon to get as much testimony as possible up to 4:30.
I can't object.
I understand?
I pretty much vehemently object because it's unfair.
Objection.
You don't object, you object.
Goldschmidt, recently, there was a bar mitzvah for your daughter, Marissa, correct?
That's correct.
Did I hear you correctly that you gave an opportunity to your wife, the mother of your child, to invite whomever she wished?
I told Marissa to let her mother know to invite whoever she wanted.
All right. So did you have a conversation with your wife about this important event in your daughter's life?
I may have also done that too, yes.
Did you or did you?
I believe I did.
And is there any documentation that you had such a discussion with her?
I'm not sure.
Did you select the rabbi?
Excuse me?
Did you select the rabbi?
Yes, it's the rabbi we were mutually familiar with.
Okay. Did you even talk with Lauren about that?
No, but she had opportunity to meet the rabbi separately.
And at the bar mitzvah was held where?
Later.
Leonard.
Is it a bat mitzvah?
This is the bat mitzvah, excuse me, pardon me.
I've received a lot of training in this area.
Okay. So at the bat mitzvah, there was a head table, correct? With the parents and the grandparents?
No, it was open seating. The children had their own seats.
Was there a head table?
No.
Did you invite Mindy to the bat mitzvah?
And your boyfriend, yes.
Sorry. Can the court reporter read that back, Your Honor?
I asked if he.
I didn't hear it all.
He asked if he invited, he asked your, if he
Oh,
invited
so
Mindy
it's-
to the bat mitzvah, and the response was Mindy and her boyfriend, yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Was there a reserved table at the bat mitzvah?
I'm not aware of one.
Well, you were sitting at it, isn't that correct?
I didn't sit much at all, in fact. I don't think I sat at any specific table.
Really?
Really.
Was Lauren present?
She was.
Did you introduce her?
The rabbi introduced both parties.
Was there anyone from Lauren's side of the family present?
Yes.
Who?
Her sister-in-law, Joyce.
Sorry?
Her sister-in-law, Joyce. Ex-sister-in-law.
So one person on her side of the family was present at the bat mitzvah.
I asked multiple times and sent invitations to all her family, in fact.
You sent invitations?
I sent invitations.
And when you say you asked multiple times, you asked who multiple times?
I asked Marissa to, again, correspond with Lauren regarding any additional people that would be attending. Lauren also had ample time, months in advance, to also secure any additional invitations she wished. It was not restricted.
Okay. How about any pre-events for the bat mitzvah? Were there any pre-events?
Nothing in particular.
How about post-events? Were there post-events for the bat mitzvah?
Nothing in particular again.
Was there a photographer there?
There was.
Is Lauren in any of the photographs?
She is.
Have you provided those photographs to her?
I don't know that I have the photographs, in fact.
So you had a photographer, but you never got any photographs?
They're probably online somewhere. I don't have any photos per se.
Your Honor, we'll be happy to provide that. Call her for information if she'd like to purchase her photos.
It's not about those.
Where is Lauren's personal property?
Probably in her personal abode.
Okay. So when she moved out of the property, pursuant to the court's order, do you contend that she left it in a horrible shambles?
That's true.
Do you have any photographs of the interior of the house at the point when you moved in?
I believe I do.
Have you known Lauren the photograph before she moved out? Oh,
including my passport.
your passport.
Yeah, and several items from my parents.
Have you asked for those items?
Multiple occasions.
What are they? That you're asking?
In particular, a watch from my high school graduation. That was number one. And number two was my passport. And my keys.
So the house is fully furnished at the point in time when the two of you separated.
Yes.
And the furniture remains in the house, correct?
Yes.
Did you take a lot of Lauren's property, put it in plastic bags and throw it away?
No, just debris, garbage that was no one's property per se.
You mentioned that there were, did you say cockroach droppings in a bedroom?
Yeah.
You guys had a lizard, correct?
Lauren knows, yes.
And its food supply were cockroaches.
Okay.
Is that true?
I believe so.
And the girls also had that lizard, right?
Yes.
Is there a name?
I don't remember.
You just refer to it as lizard.
It'll clear it up on her direct. I just was curious as to
Was
the
it 5-year-old the lizard?
I was curious about the names.
No.
More.
Can I say?
I think it's gotta be some type of dragon name.
All right, go ahead, Mr. English.
Near the dragon.
Mr. English, go ahead.
How many bedrooms are in your America?
It's a master bedroom, it's bedrooms, and guest bedrooms.
When Lauren's parents came to stay in her home for a period of time, her father was given cancer treatment at Cleveland Clinic. Is that right?
That was stated.
Well, do you know that?
I never signed documentation. I'm generally agreeing to it, but I don't know what the diagnosis was, and I don't know what treatment was rendered, but I'm taking it for words that she was treated for cancer. I don't doubt it.
But what?
I have no reason to believe otherwise, and nothing's been presented.
And how old was he?
Late 70s.
And he came with his wife, who is Lauren's mom, right?
That's true.
And he stayed in the downstairs study, correct?
I believe so.
And the reason he slept there was because he was so infirm.
Objection. Provided seat anywhere.
I don't know.
Have you? And how long were they in the house?
Several months, I don't know the exact number.
And were you staying with Mindy at this point?
No, I was staying with my friend, like at times at the house when I was able to, when I wasn't being forcibly removed or displaced by Lauren.
Who was your friend?
Steve Warshawski.
When you were being forcibly removed by Lauren, what did you mean?
When the police arrived on multiple occasions, and I was asked to probably not stay there tonight, even though I had the right, because they could not protect me from her dangerous or volatile behavior.
In August of 2016, you and Lauren had an altercation, during which time you threw her through a wall. Is that correct?
Objection.
No.
Is it your testimony that you never touched her?
Yes.
And if you've admitted that you did in fact push her and put a hole in the wall as a result, would that be something you don't remember?
Objection.
That's not true, and it's misrepresentation of what actually happened.
Did you put a hole in the wall or not?
I did not put it on.
Did a hole get put in the wall Can you tell me one thing that you think is beneficial about Lauren's parenting skills?
She's a nurturing mother at times, and she does care about her children very much. Sorry, I was keeping things.
By nurturing, what do you mean?
I think she can be a very supportive person to her children and a loving person as well.
Would you agree that she has a very close relationship with Marissa?
At times, I agree.
And at times you have a very close relationship with Marissa, correct?
Correct.
And sometimes you're at odds with your kids, is that correct?
Yes.
And sometimes, being a parent, Lauren is at odds with her children, correct?
I presume yes.
Since May of 2017, you are aware that Lauren has been living in a small apartment above the garage on the Chagrin Falls property, correct?
Yes.
And would you agree with me that she has been, to the extent there have been payments made, she is the one who's been responsible for the payment on the Chagrin Falls property?
I don't know who makes the payments.
Well, you have not paid, correct?
I pay a lot of money each month to her. I don't know what she does with it, but beyond that, I can't presume how the finances of her residents are maintained.
So there was an order requiring you to pay temporary spousal support in this case, correct?
That's correct.
Total of $5,000, is that correct?
I think it was $5,050, yes.
$5,050. And that was retroactive to the date the motion was filed, is that correct?
I believe so.
All right, when did you start paying?
I don't remember. Shortly after I got the notice.
Shortly after the order was issued.
Right.
So you knew there was an arrearage, correct?
Yes.
And, Your Honor, maybe the court's well versed on how orders come out and retroactive application. I mean,
That's hardly an objection, that's just a waste of my time.
Where? You're asking about whether there's an arrears and a TA?
Well, perhaps.
That's what I asked.
Do we have to see some records in there?
That's the question you asked him?
That's what I asked.
Fine, if that's how you want to use your time, that's fine.
My objection is to this just ongoing interruption of my examination, and then you're applying it to me.
Objection.
No, it's not, it's overruled.
Okay, so, did you pay the arrearage that you were owed, that you were obligated to pay?
Over time, I did, yes.
Okay, so you paid more than $5,050 a month, is that your testimony?
I paid what I could afford at various times. I think I collectively did pay more. I think at one point I paid $6,000 or $7,000 in 1 month when I could afford to pay her more.
Is that because you didn't pay the prior month, sir?
Objection.
Overruled.
That's because there was a rearage after the order came out that I had to make up for, but I couldn't pay it in a lump sum, so I had to disperse it over several months.
I just want to make sure that under oath you're saying that you have paid that whole arrearage,
I believe I have,
and the basis for your belief is what?
because I put an extra $15,000 into the system that was never credited to me.
What do you mean, into the system?
I think when Judge Gold was involved, she issued an order for me to pay $15,000, and I believe that should have been credited to my account. And I would, Judge Gold.
Does the order say that?
I don't know.
Your Honor, if I may.
No, I object.
Stop.
I may be heard.
You gonna object to something?
I think the court can take judicial notice of this court of its own.
Here, Mr. English, that's fine, there's a docket that has all the orders, and if Mr. English wants to use his time to ask the witness questions about court orders and documents, he can. It's fine.
At some point in this case, there was an agreement reached that Lauren would pay you $500 toward child support in this case. Is that correct?
I believe it was a reduced child support, yes.
So therefore, your $5,050 order was reduced by $500. Is that correct?
I believe so, yes.
All right. So in fact, she has been paid, correct?
She hasn't been paid.
No, she has been paying the $500 by virtue of the reduction.
Yes, that's true.
So you would agree that she doesn't owe you any money?
Objection.